on.
Names.
Names.
Still debating. I'm not gonna finish that, but no, we haven't chosen any new names, and we're still very confused about Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
What is he? Is he man, machine, rock?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a rock.
If he was a mineral,
Yeah.
like, that would make a lot of sense. Because you don't get that hard for nothing. Wait a sec. Hello, welcome back to Parafox.
At least like with
We're talking about getting hard.
at least with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, it's like, oh, he like has personality and like he like is like human, you know?
I mean,
like,
is he? I don't know. I saw that shirt picture of him, like,
I mean,
remember
yeah.
during like the big lockdown, and he had them like,
Oh, yeah,
them
he had
sweet
those
pecs, like, just
fucking-
bursting out of that.
Oh, yeah.
The world's tightest shirt.
That is just like that was a sight to see. And that video of Dwayne The Rock Johnson with like blood on his head, and he's just like yeah, stuff like this happens when you're working out, you know, in an intense workout.
You shouldn't be bleeding during your workouts.
Things
like,
start to get out of hand, and it's like a cut that's like right next to like his eye. So you're
Yeah.
just like, how?
like, I want to believe the prop department, like the prop and effects department, was like in the gym with him, because
Yeah.
like if I met someone who like normally bleeds during workouts, I just want to stay like far away from them.
Like there are those like crazy like heavyweight like lifting videos where like the dude like would lift like 500 pounds of something and their like noses would bleed.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen before actually. But like I think the one that gets me the most, have you ever seen those ones where they're like lifting this heavy weight and you could watch their muscle just like it looks like it almost flips over like when they tear something. It's like the most, I think that's the most disgusting thing.
That
like,
sounds
and
terrible.
I watched what was it? BJ Penn, wasn't it? Like, I can't remember, but as a UFC fighter, he was going for this leg strike and just broke his shin in half.
Oh.
Like, it looked like a little, like, it looked like a Stretch Armstrong, like, leg just trying to kick someone. Like, he tried to kick this dude and his toe touched his own knee.
I think I might have been too young for like the Stretch Armstrong like toys.
Yeah, but you get the reference.
No, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
at this point, like, 80s references are timeless.
No, yeah.
I myself don't understand the nostalgia.
Are Stretch Armstrongs really from the 80s?
I think so. I don't, to be honest, I've never seen like anything Stretch Armstrong. I just know what it is.
Yeah, no, like it's like the toy of like the really like buff dude, and like you can like stretch
him,
out
like, you can
his
stretch
like
the
limbs
hell
like
out of
limbs like super wide and shit.
I've definitely seen one, but I mean, like,
I've never like played with one.
they're weird, man. It's like they're like full of like a goop. There's a goop in them.
Hell,
That keeps
I'm
them
like
stretch.
I'm barely old enough for like the Hot Wheels era.
Yeah, dude, you're like you're like just outside that. I know they still make Hot Wheels,
Yeah.
but like I feel like they don't make the ramps and shit as crazy as they used to. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I used to have one where it had like 3 loop-de-loops, and then you had like this ramp. It'd jump off the ramp.
Doggy learned Gust.
Oh my god, we have a useful skill now.
Holy shit. Look at us.
I'm proud of our little dog bird.
Oh yeah, I've just been grinding with Doggy right
We're
here.
just watching our little babies grow.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, boom, he knows Gust, which does a shit ton of damage. Holy crap.
It just shows he has guts with Gust.
Yeah.
I am a comedian, you see.
Speaking of Gust, there was recently there was a
Oh, yeah,
large
80
thunderstorm
We had like
in our
80
area.
mile-an-hour storms.
Yeah.
Like,
here in Arizona, it is.
I came into your apartment complex and like people just had like trees on their apartments.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's super messed up around here. Like,
I received a free trampoline and lost it the next night because of the same storm.
thankfully we don't live like in Florida where like storms like that happen.
I'm just glad
literally
not to live
every
in Florida
day.
for multiple reasons.
Well, yeah, but like that reason also.
Yeah, hurricanes were just like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine just like, oh great, first of all, I live in Florida, and now there's a hurricane.
Ugh.
I don't get it. Like, I've been to Florida once, and it was when I went to Disney World. And I think that's the only reason why I'd ever go back. But I don't want, I want nothing to do with outside the realms of Disney World. Like, 'cause
Oh, yeah.
I didn't live in a hotel. We stayed in this hotel, so I went there for a band. Oh my god. Voice Crack 3.
Holy
So
shit.
I went to Disney World for band because I was playing, like I was marching in the Orange Bowl parade.
Yeah.
But we were like, hey, we want to sneak out and go over to I think what was right down the street from us was McDonald's like largest play place in America or something like that. It was like a world record of something. But we were like, man, it's like 12 o'clock at night.
Are you talking like the ball pit? Like most
No, like the
balls
play
in a
place,
pit?
like the whole thing. Like they had like, it was like a big sign. I think it said like the world's largest play place, or I could be wrong. Like, and it's also Florida, so they could just be like lying.
Yeah. Yeah, don't trust anything that you see in Florida.
Yeah, like even the Surgeon General warnings on cigarettes, I'm like, I don't know if I trust this.
Yeah.
This could be perfectly healthy cigarettes.
You form a cigarette
Yeah,
addiction.
like a healthy, vegan, gluten-free cigarette. No GMOs, organic.
Vegan.
But oh yeah, like we stayed in the hotel, but we were like, man, we're actually kind of hungry. So like we tried to sneak out of the room and go down to that McDonald's. And the first thing we saw was a man walking around in a circle in the pit of darkness, like gripping something in his hand and saying pure nonsense, absolute gibberish. And that was the first time I was just like, okay, we're out. Like, I turned around, walked my happy ass back in that hotel. I was like, this is the first time I'm gonna listen to like authority figures.
You know, like when you were telling that story, the first thing that came to my mind was like, that sounds like Florida.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounds
my very first Florida experience.
like
But I didn't get robbed, so I didn't get the full experience.
I can't even say like only in Florida or anything, because that can happen like
Oh, it can definitely happen here in Phoenix.
in Phoenix or
You
like
piss off the right people, you'll always get robbed in Phoenix.
hell, you go to fucking Alabama.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
Alabama's a very beautiful state, though. I just really hate the amount of
Racist
heritage,
people.
not hate, like,
Yeah.
kind of people. I'll put it like that, so we don't have to use that particular R word on stream. We're already flying close to the sun with how many swear words we have. Yeah, because for some reason YouTube was like, we don't like it when people say frick.
Our channel is being shut down.
Oh no. Oh no, we gotta do the gag.
I just
with-
casually got doggy to level 10.
Hell yeah. Like, how do we always do this? Like, usually, like, for normal people, the starter Pokemon ends up being, like, beefy elite. Like,
Yeah.
every single time, it's, like, the second or third one we pick up.
We always literally grind up, like, a Pokemon that we catch after the starter one. And then, like,
At some point, we do beef up, like...
yeah. And then just, like, we just grind the shit out of all of our Pokemon. And then, like, eventually... like we'll catch like a really cool Pokemon and then it'll just like completely overshadow all of our other Pokemon in levels.
Yeah, we have a very, like, one-track mind when it comes to, like, training Pokemon.
Yeah, like we in our personal run at Nuzlocke, we had this Camerupt, which we nicknamed Dubai.
Yeah.
And that guy fucking demolished everything around it.
That was like one of my favorite pickups we got. Because like we sat in a cave like getting nothing but Zubats, and then lo and behold, Dubai. Obviously we're going with the dupes clause because we already, I can't remember what our Golbat's name was.
I don't either. I do not remember.
We actually, behind us is actually a painted, like a, well, it's like a paint marker.
It's like a it's a
memorial.
little like mural of our personal run because we loved it so much that we wanted to commemorate it. And
Scout killed our Gyarados.
it
was the most okay, that was like definitely one of our downsides, like when we were playing on an emulator, which we're definitely not doing right now.
yeah.
Like having the speed up button. You get way too comfortable, man, like because you're just coasting at that point. And then like hell, like even when I took over, like I was just finding myself not paying attention because we thought everything was OP. Then that one fucking poison dart or something comes in,
Yeah.
and just wreaks havoc, salts the earth of your like Pokemon's life.
It's crazy how like you don't even like realize that, oh shit, my Pokemon just got poisoned until like turn 3 of it already being poisoned.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
And you're like, oh, I forgot to buy antidotes again. What am I gonna do with all of this money? Which, actually, you know what? I think we actually had to budget a lot of the times in our previous Nuzlocks.
I think so, yeah.
Because like we were always buying antidotes. We were always buying like super potions,
Paralyzed heals, I think.
paralyzed.
As well.
Oh my god, yeah. The one thing I really like about Nuzlocke is how they actually make you like play the game.
Yeah, no.
Like
it
you throw permadeath into it, you actually start using the rest of the game. Like,
yeah.
because
like,
we've never used sand attack before we've ever done like
literally
we've
like,
never done like effect attacks really
if
until
you're
Nuzlocke.
if you aren't like rich as hell in a Pokemon game, when do you actually remember the last time when you're not playing a Nuzlocke that you've ever like bought in like antidotes or paralyzed?
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, that's the crazy part. It's like I never really got there because it's like, oh, I just white out and I'd go back to the Pokemon Center. I just beef up my Pokemon and then
Yeah.
come back and one-shot everything.
Yeah, but in this case, it's like not that easy.
Well, yeah, but like you also have, you always like have your weakest Pokemon, and it's just like, you know, you throw them in there just to, you know, oh, I don't want my one-shotter to die.
Yeah, and there are many times where it actually
We've had to make that call.
we
like, on a Nuzlocke.
have had to sacrifice Pokemon.
Yeah,
And we probably will in this Nuzlocke.
yeah. I think one of them was Eradicate.
Yeah, I think
Which
it was
kind of
like
sucked because like that one was pretty like hefty, but it was like the Dragonair near the end, right? Like it did Dragon Dance at least like 5 times,
yeah.
and it was like this is we're done. Like
There's something about this about like Nuzlocks where it's like not only does it make you play the game, but it also it makes you more attached to your Pokemon.
yeah, it's emotional warfare, and I love it.
Yeah, like you'll straight up like be like grinding with like your starter and you're just like, oh my god, he's so cool, he learns all of, like the best moves ever, and then he just like fucking dies to a Golbat and you're just like,
And it's always the simple ones. It's never like in a really like epic battle. It has to be like this one shot.
oh
It's, like,
yeah.
that puts shame on you and your entire family. Let me grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, I hope you are enjoying this Nuzlocke. We are having a lot of fun here. I think the best part about doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke like Let's Play is that like we don't have to really be like focused on the game like 100% of the time. So I think this is gonna be a great series where we can all just like relax and have some fun. He's coming back.
And with the power of editing, it was like I was never gone.
Well,
unless you actually said something that's going to go into.
I was saying some things about how I really appreciate about
People
how,
subscribing to Parafox?
well, that, but also how I really think that it's a good idea for us to play Pokemon for the series because it's nice and low key.
Low key?
Yeah.
I'm more of a middle C type of person. That's your very first. That's my 100th very unfunny joke of the night. I'll be here all day.
Hey, level 8.
Squeefum!
Squeefum. That's probably the best name we got so far.
Yeah. So, with Brock's stuff, we're gonna try to not do this with the strategy guide, right? But I can't remember off the top of my head like what the average level is.
Yeah,
It's
probably
like 12, right?
Yeah, we're not going to use a guide, and I think Brock's Onyx is level 14.
14. Yeah, so we could honestly get by with like a level 12 score.
Yeah.
Like
level.
if we really wanted to risk it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I think his Geodude is level 12, level 11. He has 2 Pokemon. It's Geodude and Onyx. So
yeah, I usually have this encyclopedic knowledge on least important. City Skylines.
City Skylines is such a fun game.
It's calm. It's like it's really nice.
I had I bought the mayoral edition for City Skylines on my PlayStation 4 because I had it on PlayStation Now, but I wanted to get the full version and plus like all of the packs, so I was like, oh, I'll get this. But then after my PS Now subscription expired, I no longer have access to the mayoral edition of City Skylines. So like I can't play the game that I paid for. And like I tried to like ask for a refund from PlayStation and they were like we don't see anything. We don't see that you purchased this. Wow. And I'm like,
this is why like I like implore people, if it's like any city building game, especially when you have billions of DLC for it, like definitely go PC. But I know it's like for you, it's easier said than done. Like not everyone's got a $1,200 PC.
Yeah, no, but I downloaded it on this laptop here, and it was a lot of fun. The UI is very different than on console.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, like it's a lot more like things are a lot more accessible.
Yeah. Well, you also have hotkeys, and once you get those down, oh my god, it's great. But I feel like it's the mods that make the game.
Yeah,
like
that's funny. One night I was kind of just like going through like some like games on your Steam library, just like for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'll play like Stardew Valley. I wonder if there's like any mods on it. So I like look up mods. So like I look up on Google about Stardew Valley mods because I couldn't see on Steam that they had like a workshop or anything.
Yeah, you got to use Nexus.
Yeah, I was like, I do not know how to use it.
It's yeah, you learn a little bit of computery things once you start playing with mods.
No, yeah.
I think like the one game I really want to get into like with modding is probably some of the Resident Evil ones. Just because it's always nice to have like a banana gun.
No, the one game that I really want to get into like modding is The Sims 4.
Yeah, I feel like that one would be good. Like just
apparently there's a mod where you can add
a mod blocker. Can you mod The Sims 4? I want to look that up actually.
You can mod The Sims 4, yeah.
Well, I guess you can mod anything.
Well, yeah, but you can mod The Sims 4, and they actually have a. I've heard that there's like a drug mod on The Sims 4.
What?
Yeah, like you can have.
They already have.
You can have like your Sims like buy like cocaine from like a dealer.
Oh no!
It's so funny.
Oh no! The property values are going down immensely.
speaking of games with drugs in them, I tried also seeing if Drug Dealer Simulator had mods on it, and they don't. And I was like, come on, man.
Well, Drug Dealer Simulator's like, it's still very much an indie game. And plus, like, whatever they end up whatever the fans say, like, they need, the producers or the developers tend to throw it in there.
Yeah, and one thing that I kind of like have like a little bit of like a criticism toward later about is I don't really like the controls and like the movement of the game. Like the sensitivity is like, it's very weird, like inconsistent.
Oh, that might be your mouse settings.
Probably,
I
but
had to really juke around with it for like a while.
But it's just like I don't know, and like the
Oh man, technical difficulty break.
Ah.
Well, I guess we could figure that out next time on Parafox, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna figure everything out next time on Parafox.
We're gonna get back in control.
Please continue watching because we're starting to get more better. more better.
Well, I'm glad you're still in school, Scout.
See you next time.